The future of Halo is about 24 hours away, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty damn excited for this. So obviously, if you live under a rock and you don't know, E3 2021 has started, and tomorrow on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific is the Xbox and Bethesda game showcase. Here we are going to see 343 bring out Halo Infinite again for the first time in reality since last year's Xbox Games event, if you don't count the various screenshots and audio recordings that we've gotten over the past year. Before we get too deep into the Halo stuff, I kind of just want to mention I'm just pretty excited for E3 in general. Last year we didn't have an E3, and while in theory E3 is something that we don't need in the gaming industry, I kind of enjoy having a week or a half a week where most of the major game companies come out and tell you what they're working on, tell you what's coming out in the near future, tell you what's coming out in the further future, and you just get all sorts of announcements for games, all sorts of trailers, all sorts of teasers. It's just a really fun and exciting time as a gamer to go through E3 because we get to see all sorts of cool stuff. Sure, not everything that you see in E3 ends up looking exactly as how it does in E3, and some of the games end up being a disappointment, but the event itself is still usually pretty damn exciting. But obviously, this is a video about the future of Halo, and so let's kind of talk about that. In this event, we are going to see Halo Infinite. We don't know exactly what that means. We don't know if we're going to see just another trailer, another teaser. I'm sure it's going to be something multiplayer related, but we don't know if it's just going to be a multiplayer trailer, if we're going to get like raw gameplay footage, which would be my ideal choice. And we also don't know, will we get a flight? Will we get a beta? Those are kind of all up in the air. A flight or a beta, whatever you want to call it, it's probably a bit more of a pipe dream than I want it to be, because I really don't know if we're going to get that, but I wouldn't completely say it's impossible. I think there's a good chance that we finally see at least some type of footage of the rumored game mode that was talked about months ago, BTB 2.0 or whatever it actually is. I'm sure we're going to see something that kind of explains what it is. But I don't think we're going to get as much Halo Infinite as some people kind of want, right? This is a 2-hour event called the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, and not only does Bethesda have a bunch of things that they're going to want to show, like Starfield and probably some type of teaser for the next Elder Scrolls and whatever other games they're currently working on, we're also going to see a lot of games from the other Xbox studios because, well, there's been plenty of studios that Microsoft has purchased to develop games for the Xbox and PC, and I'm sure we're going to see reveals and teasers and trailers for all sorts of different games that they've been working on. Because last year, if we're being honest, during the Xbox Games event, it was pretty disappointing and lackluster in terms of actual games, and it felt like we were just getting more info on all the different studios that they had kind of acquired. So this year, I expect them to come out swinging and have a lot of games to show. This is going to take up time, and it's going to mean that you're not going to get an hour or even maybe 30 minutes of Halo, although I do expect Halo to kind of take the focus to some degree. Regardless though, I think what's really cool about this is that, this is going to kick off, hopefully, the Halo Infinite marketing campaign. From here on out, we're probably going to get Halo Infinite info drop and advertisements and all sorts of things Halo Infinite to kind of start building that hype. Because if we're being honest, going into this E3, I would probably say that the hype for Halo Infinite outside of Halo fans is close to at an all-time low. I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten a new Halo game, and last year when they did the reveal, it really wasn't anything special, that a lot of general gaming has kind of put Halo Infinite to the back of their mind. And so 343 really needs to come out during this event and hit it out of the park to get that general gaming player base and get their interest back into Halo Infinite, because I know as much as people don't like hearing this, us hardcore fans aren't going to be the majority of the people that are going to play Halo Infinite. You need the people that hop from game to game or only hop back into Halo every X amount of years if you truly want this to be a popular and successful game. Obviously, that doesn't mean that the hardcore fans should be forgotten by any means, but I'm just saying that, we aren't the majority. Most people that are going to play Halo Infinite haven't been following Halo Infinite for the past 3 years and haven't just been absolutely starved for content. They've been off doing other things, whether it's playing other games or just living their life. And once they see that a new Halo game is coming out from the advertisement campaign that is going to kick up, they will start to get a little bit excited and they'll pick up the game when it comes out, or they'll play it for free since multiplayer is going to be free to play. That's actually one thing that I think we might see more info on during this reveal, is kind of how the monetization model is going to work for free to play. All we really know so far is that multiplayer will be free But what exactly does that mean, right? What kind of cosmetics are we going to be paying for outside of armor coatings? And what all is included in free multiplayer? Is it all aspects of traditional Halo multiplayer, Forge, Firefight, just the standard multiplayer, or is it going to be like a specific mode, right? I would lean more towards it's probably all aspects, but I do think it's pretty likely that they come out and kind of clear that up. Especially since we saw Battlefield just come out and say that the game is like $70 if you're playing on Xbox. So if Halo Infinite comes out and says, hey, here's our game, multiplayer is completely free, if you want to buy the campaign you can, I think that'll put Halo in a fantastic spot for the general gaming population, as they're going to see Halo Infinite multiplayer free to play, and there might even be a big BTB 2.0 mode that is Battlefield-esque, and then they'll see Battlefield over here on the other side that costs $70. Sure, Battlefield 2042 looks sweet, but most people, especially younger gamers, given the choice between a $70 game and a free game, are probably going to pick the free game. It's one of the many reasons why free-to-play has become such a big monetization model for games, because there is no barrier of entry. Obviously, there are the downsides to free-to-play, but the cool thing is that you can get people into your game for free, and then if they get hooked, then, they'll buy cosmetics and they'll keep playing the game, etc. Overall, this E3 is just going to be really exciting because, the future of Halo, like I said, it's here. And that's something that's exciting to say because it's been a while since we've kind of been able to say that. We're finally going to see more Halo Infinite, and hopefully this really gets the Halo Infinite ball rolling and gets the excitement going, because I need a new Halo game. It's about time that we get something new to play as Halo fans, and, hopefully it's good, right? Obviously, there's a good chance that it's not, but as a Halo fan, regardless of how I felt about some of the things that 343 has done in the past, the last thing that I want to see is Halo Infinite to fail. I want this game to be an absolute smash success, and so, here's to it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I just kind of wanted to chat about this E3 event. I did a different video a couple weeks back that had more of like my predictions per se in terms of Halo. So check that out if you want. Otherwise, if you want to watch the E3 event with me live, I will be streaming it over on my Twitch, so follow me there. Or if not, you can also follow me over on Twitter, where you'll probably see some of my opinions. And hey, you know what? This is really unrelated, but follow me on Instagram. I post cool pictures. They're not Halo pictures, but pictures of me, pictures of what I'm doing, and I'd appreciate getting more followers on Instagram because I feel like that's a thing that people do. Anyways, with that said, I'll see you all next time.